You've never said that to me before.
Yeah, but we've done it. I've showed her.
He's not done that to me. He's never done anything like that to me.
Not your.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think many of these couples actually needed a reunion, but let's get into it. Sidebar, I didn't actually get much of a reunion commitment ceremony, but let's talk about the couples that did make it. First of all, we see Amy and Luke. I'm sorry I said it yesterday, but I think the language he chooses is just so vulgar. I'm so glad the experts held him to account on that comment. It's such a weird comment to like write to someone that you're not dating anymore. And you saw the real Luke come out when he was challenged by Paul. He was quite petulant, he was dismissive, he was looking down, he didn't like being challenged at all. If this is who this man has been behind the scenes, then Amy's well shot of him.
So here's someone who you've never used this term with, you know it's shocking and you drop it in a letter. Why is that?
It's a word, Paul, it's a word. I have to choose a word that reflects how I feel.
You went with terrorise.
It's so uncomfortable when the rest of the group are laughing. Like, yeah, okay, it's quite funny, but Amy doesn't find it funny. Like, this is really uncomfortable to talk about on national TV.
How have things been after the experiment?
Obviously, the way it ended was not the way I expected. So it took a long time to get over that. I'm still not over that now.
Yeah.
So many questions about Ryan and Shannon. Like, who's telling the truth here? The narrative seems very, very different between both of them. So do we believe that Shannon was twisting Ryan's words and trying to make it almost like a coercive relationship? Or do we believe that it was starting to be quite a coercive relationship? Shannon said that he's made comments about her weight, which, I mean, is a no-go in any relationship, but he's trying to spin it that, oh, you just weren't eating properly. I'm confused, and I feel like I need a bit more context. Be interesting to see if more comes out of this now that the show has finished airing.
I walked into a room on girls' night and got called a and look what the cat dragged in, and I just wouldn't treat another woman like that.
We saw Hannah get her moment as well. I'm so glad Paul threw over to her and just was like, how do you feel about some of the conflict that's happened in the group? I can't believe that Holly is still saying things like, it was your fault, I was just reacting to you and your actions. No, we're all adults. We're all in control of our own actions. We don't have to react a certain way, like it's not coded. And I just think that she lacks any accountability for the aggressive behaviour that she's brought to the table. So I'm not sure how you can class it as reacting to someone when Hannah's simply just walked into a room and has been like verbally abused. I completely understand that sometimes Hannah can ruffle the girls up the wrong way. I think she does it, some of it on purpose. They're not going to be friends. At least they can learn to be civil. When Sasha pipes up and is like, it was never a gang mentality. Yes, it was. It literally was. Adam and Polly, they're being forced into being friends. Like, I don't know why we're trying to force friendship. Like, when you split up with someone and it ends that badly, it's quite reasonable that you just don't remain friends. You just don't remain in each other's lives. And I honestly don't think those two will be able to be friends without like ripping each other's heads off. I did think it was a little bit out of order when Adam was refusing to take any accountability for his actions during their marriage. That said, I do think Polly got away with it on the sofa because she does know that he was not into her. Like, her best friend of many years was telling her that he's not into you, and she was just choosing to ignore. The experts at some points of their relationship were trying to promote intimacy. So I do think it was a little bit rich when they were asking if Adam's led her on through having sex with her. And Kristina, it's very emotional, but I honestly think that Kieran just was not ready for this experiment at all. I think he really should have sought some maybe emotional support or some therapy before going in, because that just shows when a man is not emotionally available to you what the byproduct can be. Like, Kristina is broken. So that's it. That's MAFS 2024 over. I need a little emotional break from some of the toxicity that we've seen this season. Are Adam and Amy a thing? Like, I've seen this circling on social media. Are they just good friends? Maybe we can get some clarification on that.